Next, phytohormones. Phytohormones are the chemical substances which are helps in plant body growth and development. So, are the chemical substances and involved in growth of the plant body. Growth of the plant body. These phytohormones of synthesis of place and action that place is different. So, site of production and action is different. So, auxins are generally synthesized in shoot tip and the fruit. So, in leaf, different types of plant body, they are moves to different types of places and they perform the action in that particular places. That's why action of production and site of synthesis is different. These phytohormones are mainly three types. One is plant growth regulators. Plant growth regulators. Next, plant growth inhibitors. Plant growth inhibitors. Next, both inhibitors as well as regulators. Examples this under category of regulators: auxins, cytokinins, gibberellins. Auxins, cytokinins and gibberellins. These are the plant growth promoters. So, plant growth regulators. They are growth inhibitors. That is, example, abscisic acid. Abscisic acid. This ABA, abscisic acid, is a growth inhibitor, purely growth inhibitor, purely growth regulator, which promotes the growth, which inhibits the growth. Both inhibitor and regulator is a common, that is ethylene. Ethylene is a product or gaseous compound which is both natures, regulator and inhibitor, both type of nature they have. That's why both. Next, chemical nature of phytohormones. Chemical nature of phytohormones. First one, auxins. Auxins are indole compounds. Auxins are indole compounds. It means auxins are derived from indole compounds. Next, cytokinins. Cytokinins. Cytokinins are derivatives of purines, which are nitrogen bases in DNA. Purines, cytokinins are the derivatives of purines. Purines are the one of the products in nitrogen bases in DNA. Next, gibberellins. Gibberellins are the terpenoid compounds, derivatives of terpenes. Derivatives of terpenes, terpene compounds. Next, abscisic acid is a derivatives of carotenoids. Derivatives of carotenoids. Next, ethylene. Ethylene is a, what is that, gaseous compound, gaseous phytohormone. Gaseous phytohormone. Gaseous phytohormone which is. So, auxins are the indole compounds, derivatives of indole. Cytokinins are the purines, derivatives of purines which are nitrogen bases in DNA. Gibberellins are the derivatives of terpenes, terpenoids. Abscisic acid derivatives of what is that carotenoids. Ethylene are the gaseous phytohormones. So first we have to take auxins. So auxins we are taking to complete details. Auxins. The meaning of auxins is grow, to grow. Meaning of the auxins is grow. These auxins are mainly synthesized in shoot tip. Auxins are mainly synthesized at shoot tip. These auxins mainly, what is that? The scientist, two members of scientists, father and son, discovered these auxins by Charles Darwin and Francis Darwin. Francis Darwin, father and son, these both scientist persons, they discovered scientist. First of all, it means they observed in canary grass. Canary grass. Canary grass is a one type of grass. That grass coleoptile. Coleoptile. Coleoptile is a shoot tip. Coleoptile is nothing but shoot tip. Canary grass of the coleoptile. These two members of scientist persons observed auxins. How? So this is the coleoptile. This what is that? Canary grass of coleoptile given sunlight. Given sunlight to this coleoptile. Coleoptile bend towards the sunlight. This coleoptile bend towards the sunlight. Why? Because in coleoptile some specific compound is there. That specific compound absorbs sunlight and bend towards the sunlight. That is auxins. So substances which are present in the inside of the tip of coleoptile, that is auxins. These auxins which are responsible for movement of the plant body to bend toward the sunlight. This information concluded by Charles Darwin and Francis Darwin. Next, one more scientist, Went experiment. Went experiment. Went is a scientist, one of the scientists. Experiments on what is a plant? Avena sativum. Plant Avena sativum is nothing but oats. When scientists conduct their experiments on oats, that is scientifically Avena sativum. So he took Avena sativum's what is that? Coleoptile. This is coleoptile of Avena sativum. He exposed he given sunlight to the coleoptile. Coleoptile bent towards the sunlight. It is a common thing which is said that two members of scientists, Charles Darwin and Francis Darwin. Next thing is he removed tips of coleoptile. Tips of coleoptile. So he removed tips of coleoptile. He removed tips. These tips kept in one medium, that is agar medium. This is agar medium. This is the agar medium. Agar is a one type of algae which have rich nutrients. So this removed coleoptiles are kept on the agar medium. He is placed on agar medium. Kept on agar medium. This is agar medium. And passes sunlight to this agar medium. Passes sunlight to agar medium. Then inside of this coleoptiles, what is this present? Which type of chemical? That is auxins are present. These auxins are diffuses from tip of the coleoptile to agar medium. So they are diffuses from tip of the coleoptile to agar medium. Auxins are mainly activated by sunlight. Then after, auxins are diffuses from the coleoptiles to agar medium. Coleoptiles to agar medium. Now what he did, he cuts. Cuts means he cuts this medium, agar medium, into pieces. So these are the pieces. These are the pieces of agar. So after that he removed these pieces, agar pieces. Agar pieces. These agar pieces kept on removed coleoptile. So auxins are diffuse from this agar medium to removed coleoptile. Agar medium to, that is a removed coleoptile by the sunlight. By the sunlight. Then after, these four coleoptiles are bent towards the sunlight. Bent towards the sunlight. These coleoptiles are bent toward the sunlight. Where is sunlight is available, these coleoptiles are bent towards the sunlight. That is conclusion of Wendt experiment. Wendt experiment is concluded that agar medium receive the hormone auxins from the tips of coleoptile. Tips of coleoptile diffuse the auxins into agar medium. After that he removed or he cuts into pieces of agar medium. That pieces of agar medium keeps on the removed coleoptiles. This is the agar pieces, and when he is exposed to sunlight, these coleoptiles are again bent towards the sunlight. Again bent towards the sunlight. This is the Wendt experiment. And one more, two members of scientist persons were observed here. And one thing is, when we not kept this agar medium on this removed coleoptile, that coleoptile not bend towards the sunlight. In case of, for example, this is we are not kept. For example, this is we are not kept this agar piece of agar we are not keeps on this removed coleoptile. So this coleoptile, it is not bent towards the sunlight. It is always straight. It is always straight. Next, two members scientists, Boyson and Jensen. What they concluded that about auxins, Why this bending is takes place? Why coleoptile bending is takes place? So why coleoptile bends towards the sunlight, towards the light? He experiments done on coleoptile, same coleoptile, means he took two coleoptiles. He kept piece of mica, which is piece of mica, and in this coleoptile also he inserted piece of mica, and suppose to sunlight, they given sunlight, and auxins are diffuses at tip of the coleoptile and diffuses into shadow place. This is shadow place. Why? Because when we sunlight is falls on this place, this is lighting phase, this is dark phase. Here dark is present, here light is present. So what he said, auxins are, they are diffuses to where the light is not present. It means dark places, dark regions of a plant body. So here light is available, in this area light is not available. That's why shadow place shows bending. Shadow place shows bending. So this shadow piece, so this is piece of mica. What he concluded, this is bend towards the sunlight, bend towards the sunlight. Why? Because auxins are diffuses to shadow place. That's why this is sunlight exposes that plant body or coleoptile bend towards the sunlight in this situation. Why? Because auxins are synthesized in shoot tip and diffuses into shadow regions of the plant body. So here light region is available, here shadow region is there. That's why auxins are synthesized in shoot tip and diffuses into shadow place. This shadow place cells are elongated and bend towards the sunlight. So next, in this case what will happen, auxins are synthesized here, these auxins are diffuses into this dark region, but this piece of mica avoid that bending. So auxins are diffuses from the tip of the coleoptile and diffuses into shadow place actually, but piece of mica to avoid that bending, because this piece of mica avoid the diffusion of auxins from the tip. So this tip, the auxins are travel from the tip to the here region only, but not travels to this remaining region, because piece of mica avoid that bending, avoid the diffusion of auxins from the tip. That's why this is always straight. This, what is it? This coleoptile is always straight. How this bending takes place? For example, this is the, for our understanding, cells are arranged like that. Cells are arranged it is normal coleoptile. It is coleoptile inside cells. what will happen when these oxygens are travel from tip to this dark region? So this is shadow region or dark region. The cells are elongated. When these oxygens are travel from the shoot tip to this shadow region, the cells of this region, they are elongated. This shows bending. It shows bending. How? So cells are mainly at the light region, they are in normal. Then after, cells are elongated. Cells are elongated. And next row of cells are again elongated. Like that. And next row, again big elongation takes place. So big elongation takes place in shadow region. This is shadow region. At shadow region, they have what is that? More amount of the elongation takes place. Cells are elongated more. That's why these cells are bent towards the sunlight. These cells are bent towards the sunlight. Why? Because the cells are where the region of shadow, the cells are becomes to enlarge. Cells are enlarged. Here the cells are in normal in shape at first and second row, but row by row, then after one more row and one more row, the cells are there becomes to enlarge. That enlarge is taking place. The plant body or scoleopel is always bent towards the sunlight. This is concluded by Boysen and Jensen, scientist persons. So what they have concluded? The bending takes place by elongation of the cells in shadow region. That's why the cells are or coleopel is bending always towards the sunlight. Main thing is elongation of cells. It is normal cells, elongation of cells. And with light region, the cells are normal in condition. Cells are not elongated, but where the region takes place, where the dark place is there, that oxygens are diffuses from the shoot tip to this particular region, that is shadow region. In this shadow region, cells are becomes to enlarge. Cells are becomes to big in size. They are elongated in size. That's why the bending is going to be taking place. Next, oxygens type. Type of oxygens. One is natural oxygens. Natural oxygens like IAA, IBA, NAA. IAA, indole acetic acid. IBA, indole butyric acid. Naphthalene acetic acid. So these are the natural type of oxygens which are produced in plant body, synthesized in plant body. So natural oxygens which are synthesized in the plant body: IAA, indole acetic acid; IBA, indole butyric acid; and NAA, naphthalene acetic acid. Next, second type, synthetic oxygens. Synthetic oxygens. Oxygens are prepared by chemicals like 2,4-D, 2,4 dichlorophenoxy acetic acid. Acetic acid, that is 2,4-D, dichlorophenyl acetic acid. Next, 2,4,5T. 2,4,5T, that is 2, 4, 5 trichlorophenoxy acetic acid. These are synthetic oxygens prepared by the factories. So 2, 4D, 2, 4 dichlorophenaxy acetic acid, 2, 4, 5 T. So 2, 4, 5 trichlorophenaxy acetic acid. These are the natural ones prepared by plant body. These are the synthetic, they are prepared by the factories. Next, free oxygens. Free oxygens means isolated by the plant body. We can easily to isolate from the plant body. Easily to isolate from the plant body. That is free oxygens. Second one, bound oxygens. We can extract or we can isolate these oxygens by using organic compounds. So extract or isolation of oxygens by help of by the help of organic compounds. That is bound oxygens. Third one is antioxidants. Antioxidants nothing but some inhibitors stop the action of oxygens. Some inhibitors stops the action of oxygens. This is antioxidants. Free oxygens we can easily do from the extract or isolate from the plant body easily. Bound oxygens we can extract or isolate from the plant body by using organic compounds. Antioxidants, some inhibitors or compounds, they inhibit or stops the action of oxygens. That is antioxidants. So in next class we are discussing about functions of oxygens. Now functions of oxygens. How oxygens helps in different types of agricultural fields. Mainly we are discussing functions, then how these functions helps in various applications of agriculture. First function of the oxygens is promote cell division. So oxygens promote cell division to formation of new cells. This is a very useful technique in tissue culture. In tissue culture, in nutrient media, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and different types of nitrogen compounds and oxygens also added in nutrient media. That nutrient media which helps in the formation of new cells. That is tissue culture technique. So in tissue culture technique, new cells are produced from explant and to form of a undifferentiated mass of cells. mass of cells, that is callus. Callus formation. In tissue culture we are taken tissue, what is a small tissue or small part of the plant body. That plant body we are kept in on the nutrient media of tissue culture, that use so many cells are produces, that is by initiated by the auxins. Auxins promote formation of new cells. It means new cells are arising from the tissue, that is promote cell division by the auxins. In normal cases also, in plant body, mitosis and meiosis, that is cell division done by auxins. In tissue culture also, formation of new cells, undifferentiated mass of cells are produced, that is callus production done by auxins. Next, induces lateral roots formation. Lateral roots formation. Lateral roots, it means roots are arises from the plant body. Roots are produced by the plant body by the help of auxins. Auxins are helps to, what is it, production of roots, production of lateral roots. In generally vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation, we are cuts the branches or stem of the plant body. We are cutted that piece of stem. We are kept in under, what is it? They are dips in auxins. Then after roots are formed immediately, then that plant we are taken as a new plant. So roots are formed by the auxins, and in vegetative propagation, that is cuttings, grafting, like that. In cutting technique, what we observed, we are cutted the piece of stem. Cutted piece of stem, we are dips in auxins. That piece of stem produces lateral roots. Then after that piece of stem, we are placed into a new plant, that is cutting techniques. So auxins promote lateral roots in vegetative propagation. Roots are arises from the cutted piece of stem in cuttings technique of vegetative propagation by the help of auxins. Next, apical dominance. Third function, apical dominance. Apical dominance means apical bud is present. For example, this is the plant body. What will happen? This is the tip of the portion. This is apical bud. This apical bud completely grown. Then after vegetative branches are arised, or vegetative buds are, lateral buds are produced. So apical bud formation is completely taking place. Then after vegetative buds are will grow. So this apical bud will continuously growing, reaches to certain height. Then after branches are arises. So this apical dominance generally used in different types of agriculture practices. Farmers are remove this apical bud. Farmers are remove or cuts apical bud. Then after vegetative branches are arises. Many vegetative branches are arises. Why? Because they terminate apical bud. Apical bud removed means lateral bud formation is taking place. Lateral bud formation taking place means when apical bud is present, the apical bud reaches to certain height. It's apical bud grown perfectly. Then after lateral buds will grow. Farmers are use this technique. Remove this apical bud. That's why apical meristem will lost. Lateral meristem is present. Lateral buds are produced from the plant body to arise as number of branches. What will happen here? So apical bud completely developed, then after only lateral buds will grow. It means plant body apical meristem, apical bud contain apical meristem, lateral buds contain lateral meristem. Apical bud contain apical meristem, it is reaches to maximum height, then after lateral buds will grow. It means lateral branches will arises. So this is common thing. Farmers are remove this apical bud. That's why apical meristem will lost. Then after lateral buds will grow and to formation of vegetative branches. So this technique used in bonsai plants. Bonsai plants, the maximum plant we are kept in single pot. So big plant we are kept in single pot, but that height is certain height where reaches. It means in this technique apical bud is removed. That's why branches are arises. Many branches are arises. So that plant we are kept in one single pot, small pot. That is bonsai technique. This apical bud removal of apical bud in bonsai technique to formation of vegetative parts. This is bonsai technique. Next, number 4, promotes flowering in pineapple. So flowering, auxins are helps to promote flowering. So auxins are promote more flowers in pineapple, results more fruits. It means more flowers are produced in the pineapple, result of more flowers result to more fruits. More flowers and more fruits are formed in pineapple. Next, prevent from leaf and fruit fall. It means auxins helps to immature leaf and fruit fall. So auxins helps to prevent abscission or immature leaf or fruit fall. It means, so in some cases normal flowers, immature flowers and immature fruits are falling. That is abscission. So this abscission is controlled by when we spray auxins on the plant. that is prevent from the fruit and leaf fall. It means farmers are using to spray auxins, which is helps to prevent abscission or immature leaf and fruit fall. Immature leaf and fruit fall. It means immature fruits and immature fruits and leaf. Immature fruits and leaves, they are fall down in some cases. When we spray auxins to the plant body, this falling is controlled. That is, auxins are helps to prevent abscission or immature leaf or fruit fall. Next, induces parthenocarpy. Induces parthenocarpy in tomatoes. In tomatoes, parthenocarpy takes place by auxins. What is mean by parthenocarpy? Parthenocarpy means fruit formation without seed. Seedless fruits, nothing but seedless fruits. Seedless fruits are generally formed by, that is parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy is mainly induced by auxins. Means is one of the technique. Next, xylem differentiation. Xylem differentiation. Auxins are helps to xylem differentiation. It means auxins helps to xylem formation. Auxins are helps to xylem formation. Xylem formation and xylem elements generally formed by auxins. Next, used as a weedicide. Used as a weedicide. Auxins are used as a weedicides. 2,4-D example, 2,4-D, 2,4,5-T. 2,4-D, 2,4 dichlorophenoxyestic acid, 2,4,5-T, 2,4,5-T trichlorophenoxyestic acid. These are two are used for weedicide, removal of weed. So these weedicides are chemicals which are remove only dicot weed, controls dicot weed, but not effective monocot weed. So this 2,4-D, 2,4,5-T, these are the weedicides which are where they are completely works on dicot weed. Dicot weed is completely removed by 2,4-D, 2,5-T. But these two weedicides are which are not to control monocot weed plants. So how these weedicides are controlled? Dicot plants or dicot weed plants. So this is the root. When we spray this 2,4-D as auxins, 2,4-D, 2,5-D, they are auxins. These auxins, when we spray normal less concentration, anything not to happen. But when we use more concentration, that concentration of auxins are enters into the plant body or enters into the weed plant body. Then after induces cell division. that cell division is more and more result of tumor formation. Result of tumor formation. This is tumors. These tumors done by auxins means 240, 2,5T. We are using more concentration. These tumors are generally avoid the circulation of xylem and phloem. So these tumors are generally, what is that, effect on xylem, phloem. The circulatory nutrients are, they cannot be able to circulate because tumors are occupied more place in root and stem also. So this water they cannot able to move, food is they cannot able to come. So stop circulation means stops circulation. Result of dicot plant or dicot weed is die. So when we use more concentration of auxins as a VD side, this 240, 2,5D controls only dicot weed, not monocot weed. This 240, 2,5D, they cannot effects on monocot weed. When we use heavy amount of auxins or 240, 2,5D, induces cell division. Cell division is leads to tumors. Formation of more number of cells is formed. The tumors are avoid, controls or stops circulation of the food and water. Result of that weed is die. And common thing, how these auxins are synthesized, where their location is synthesized, tip of the root and tip of the stem. So site of production, site of synthesis of auxins is tips of root and stem. Tip of the root and stem. So various functions and various applications are done by auxins. Mainly one thing is promote cell division. This cell division very helpful to tissue culture. Next, lateral roots formation. Auxins are helps to formation of roots in vegetative cuttings, vegetative propagation of cutting pieces. When we dips in auxins, it gives us more amount of roots will form. Next, third one, that is a prevent from, that is a leaf and fruit fall. Immature leaf, immature fruit falling is controlled by auxins. Then after induces parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy generally is a without seed, fruit formation without fruit done by auxins. Next one, xylem differentiation, formation of xylem and xylem elements and seed used as a VD site. And these are the techniques, these are the functions are done by auxins. They are used in various applications of agricultural field. Thank you. Next class we are discussing about next phytohormones, cytokinins.